This is not just another round of 16 match. This could be the most dangerous match Alex Eala has faced in her career so far. The danger does not come only from the ranking, the stage, or the pressure of the second week in Miami. The deeper danger comes from the opponent. On the other side of the net, Karolina, a player whose style directly targets the structure of Alex Eala's game. This matchup places power and rhythm versus variety and disruption, youth versus experience, and aggression versus tactical intelligence into one contest. The stakes are immediate because every round now carries more weight. Every service game matters more, and every weakness becomes easier to expose. Alex Eala has beaten fighters before. She has survived pressure before. But Karolina Muchova presents a completely different kind of problem, one that could make this the most dangerous match of Alex Eala's career. Alex reached this stage after a difficult win over Magda Linette, and that match said a lot about where her game is right now. The first set was more straightforward, but the second set became more complicated as Linette increased the resistance and forced Alex into a more demanding contest. After the match, Alex explained exactly what got her through. She said, "Oh, I think patience was a very key aspect of how I played today. You said it first. Magda is such a fighter, and every time I played against her she's put me in such difficult positions. So, kudos to her for playing well and, yeah, I really enjoyed the battle." That quote matters because it points to two important developments in Alex Eala's game: improved composure and improved problem-solving under pressure. She did not win that match only with shots. She won it with patience, control, and emotional steadiness. Her own comments after that win also showed how much she has changed in a short period. She was reminded that last year she was ranked around 140 in the world, and this year she arrived in Miami inside the top 30. Her answer was direct. She said, I think I've matured a lot in the past year. I've been put in a lot of high-pressure moments, a lot of big stages which I'm so grateful for and wouldn't trade for the world. But you know, being back in the fourth round, it makes me feel the same as I did last year. I'm so happy, I'm so excited, and you know, it's such a privilege to be back in Miami." That rise in ranking is measurable evidence of progress, but this next match is a different category of test. But if Linette tested Alex's patience, Muchova will test something even more dangerous: her entire identity as a player. The importance of this match goes well beyond one result. This is the stage where tournaments become less about momentum and more about proof. A quarterfinal place is on the line. The next round would bring an even bigger challenge against another elite opponent. For Alex, this is a chance to go beyond a previous deep run in Miami and extend her progress on one of the biggest hardcourt stages outside the Grand Slams. It is also a chance to answer a larger question. She has already shown that she can handle pressure and beat strong players. The question now is whether she can solve a player who does not give rhythm, does not give predictable pace, and does not let rallies stay simple. This match may show whether Alex is rising quickly or whether she is already ready to operate as a true top-tier contender. To understand why the matchup is so difficult, it is necessary to define what Alex Eala does best. She is a left-handed player, developed at the Rafael Nadal Academy, and her game is built around early ball striking, front-foot aggression, and baseline command. She likes to take time away from opponents. She likes to redirect pace. She likes to establish patterns and then attack through them. Her forehand carries heavy topspin, and from both wings she can hit penetrating ground strokes that push opponents back. She is comfortable when the rally gives her rhythm. She is comfortable when the ball arrives in a predictable strike zone. She is comfortable when she can stand her ground, plant her feet, and drive through the court. That aggressive identity is not accidental. Alex was asked directly about it, and her answer was clear. She said, "I want to think that being aggressive has always kind of been what I've aimed to do. Maybe it's only come out well like in the past year or so, but no, I think it's really part of my game. Of course I have an amazing team who have really fine-tuned my game and really helped me take it to a next level. No, but yeah, I think being aggressive is something that I like to do. Yeah, that is the key to understanding her style." Alex Eala is not waiting for mistakes. She's looking to take control. She is most effective when she can build repeated baseline pressure and hit from a height that allows her to accelerate naturally. When Alex Eala gets rhythm, she becomes incredibly dangerous. She can pin opponents deep, open the court, and overwhelm them with left-handed aggression. The problem is that Karolina Muchova is one of the least rhythm-friendly players on the tour. She is not a standard baseline hitter, and she does not play on a single speed. She is an outcourt player in an era where many matches are decided by pure baseline exchanges. Her tennis is built on variety, touch, shape, disguise, timing, and tactical change. She is not only trying to win points, she is trying to control the type of point that gets played. That is why this is a dangerous matchup. Most opponents allow Alex to play some recognizable version of her own game. Karolina Muchova is dangerous not just because she's talented, but because she attacks rhythm itself. And rhythm is where Alex Eala lives. Muchova's game creates problems in layers. First, she changes spins, pace, height, and direction constantly. She does not repeat the same ball over and over. She makes the rally change shape. One shot may come deep and flat. The next may sit higher with spin. The next may stay low with slice. Then she may move forward and finish at the net. That means her opponent is not solving one pattern. Her opponent is solving several patterns within the same rally. This matters because a rhythm player relies on seeing enough repetition to lock in timing. Muchova reduces that repetition. Second, her backhand slice is one of the most important shots in this matchup. In many modern matches, the slice is used as a defensive response when a player is under pressure. Muchova uses it as a disruptive tool. Her slice stays low, skids, and forces the opponent to hit from below the ideal contact point. Against a player like Alex, that is significant. Alex's heavy topspin baseline game works best when the ball is between waist and shoulder height. Muchova's slice tries to remove that height. It forces low contact, awkward lifting, and reduced ability to drive through the ball that can neutralize natural aggression before the rally even develops. Third, Muchova's transition game makes the court feel smaller. She is comfortable moving forward. She recognizes short balls quickly, and she uses approach shots with purpose. Once she gets to the net, she does not need a perfect volley to finish. She has soft hands, good angle control, and the ability to end points with touch rather than force. This can pressure an opponent into low-percentage passing shots and rush lobs. It also changes the emotional feel of a rally. A player who likes to work from the baseline suddenly has to think about the front court, the passing lane, and the timing of a reply. Fourth, Muchova's drop shots and touch can drag opponents into areas they do not want to visit. Baseline players often prefer stable positioning behind the line. A well-timed drop shot breaks that distance instantly. It forces a sprint forward, an awkward reply, and then often opens space for the next shot. Finally, Muchova's tennis intelligence ties all of these parts together. She reads patterns quickly, tests responses, identifies discomfort, and returns to it. Muchova doesn't beat you with one weapon. She beats you by making every rally feel different, uncomfortable, and mentally exhausting. That is why this matchup is so dangerous, specifically for Alex Eala. The first issue is the strike zone. Alex likes the ball where she can swing freely and use topspin and timing to dictate. Muchova's slice and variation can keep the ball lower than Alex wants. If Alex is repeatedly forced to lift from uncomfortable positions, she loses both pace and authority. The second issue is rhythm. Alex wants exchanges she can build on. Muchova is likely to mix slice, flat drives, looping balls. Handling the low ball may be the single biggest technical test of the match. If Alex cannot manage the slice, then too many rallies begin from a disadvantageous contact point. She may also need to come forward on her own terms instead of allowing Muchova to own the front court. A few proactive approaches could change the pattern and reduce Muchova's ability to control geometry from the baseline. Above all, Alex must remain emotionally stable. The rallies may become awkward. The winners may not come easily. The shapes of points may feel unfamiliar. If Alex wants to win, she has to be brave without being reckless, aggressive without being impatient, and adaptable without losing her identity. From Muchova's side, the likely plan is clear. She will try to absorb Alex's early pace, test both wings against the slice, and keep the ball low whenever possible. She will probably move Alex side to side, then forward, and force her to create difficult passing shots. She will change patterns just as Alex begins to feel rhythm. She will use net play and touch to finish points before rallies become pure baseline exchanges. She will also try to make Alex hit extra balls and question familiar patterns. Muchova's plan will be simple in theory but brutal in execution. Deny Alex rhythm, deny her strike zone, and deny her confidence. There is still a real path for Alex Eala in this match. If she starts hot, lands a high percentage of first serves, takes the ball early, and hits her forehand cleanly, she can push Muchova backward and prevent the Czech player from building a tactical web. If Alex keeps the rallies fast and physical from the baseline, she can create discomfort for Muchova too. Crowd energy can also matter in momentum swings, especially if Alex begins imposing herself early. There is a path here for Alex, but it requires one of her cleanest, bravest, and smartest performances yet. The final assessment of the matchup comes down to sustainability. Alex's talent is real, her rise is real, her competitiveness is real, but the style contrast points strongly toward a difficult night. Over a long match, Muchova's variety, experience, slice, net play, and tactical intelligence are likely to place Alex under constant adjustment pressure. Alex may produce stretches of brilliant hitting and may even take a set if she establishes early control. The harder task is maintaining that level once Muchova starts changing speeds, locations, and rally patterns. I think Alex Eala can make this dangerous and make it competitive. But over a long match,